Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in again. Sorry for last week. I had a lot going on. Had to fly to Dallas to go to my grandmother's funeral service. She passed away. So I think I'm gonna dedicate this little episode to my grandmother, Gloria Oliver. A phenomenal woman. We're kindred spirits. So I learned so much at her service that I just didn't know, but that's the kind of person that she is. She's not one to boast and brag about herself, but to uplift and inspire others. So I take pride in knowing that I'm part of her lineage, you know, and after some of the things that I learned about her, really came back with a zeal and a zest and fire to keep her legacy going. Thus, this channel, thus the school that I want to open up for special needs children, and so many other things that I want to do. But I know you guys say, "Ooh, Aria, you got some lip stuff going on." Well, I'm also a newly recruited but Mary Kay consultant. Yes, I know. Those that know me are gonna say, you are just like your mama, just like your daddy, whichever side of the family you're on, you're always doing and got your hand in something. Yes, that's true. However, I am using my new business or new platform with Mary Kay to take a portion of the proceeds and the sales from my faithful, customers that I hope, hint, hint, you'll become, to start the saving for the school that I want to build. As anyone knows who does business, you need money in order to make money. And the school is not being opened as a means for me to make money. Yes, if you go to a school, principals, staff, you pay your staff. It's my school. I will be compensated in some way, shape, or form. But the idea and the goal of the school is not to make money. The idea and goal of the school is to change the lives of children with special needs. And this comes from my own need and search for a school that didn't just teach kids on special needs children on the surface. It comes from my experience in working with special needs children for about 10 years as an instructional aide, and just noticing the pattern is that things we're teaching them in middle school and high school all go back down to preschool, and them starting a foundation and having a solid foundation in preschool, because I have an 18-year-old who's a typical kid. He's just a teenager, so that's a whole nother disability that I'm waiting for them to diagnose. Hint, hint, just kidding. Anyways, but he had a good foundation. Started him with Leapfrog, and this is not a sponsorship or anything like that, although I love their products. And if anyone can pass it on to them, I would love that for my school, so I can build the foundations in my future students' lives as well. However, built his foundation, Leapfrog, and we built upon it to where by the time he was in preschool, he was reading. By the time he was in kindergarten, he was reading at a first grade level. So I'm just saying, we had to build, his foundation was built upon to where by the time he was in 5th grade, he was reading at an 8th grade reading level. So the point of the school, the point of the Mary Kay is to build the financial foundation that the school is going to need to be able to supply the needs of my future students. And in addition to helping the students, I'm also going to be helping the parents. I'll provide trainings and different educational aspects that the parents need, because I'm on this journey. Yes, my oldest is 14 with her disability, and my youngest is 4 with his, but I've had to learn while running on this journey. They say it's a marathon. Well, for me, it was a sprint to try to learn everything to help her. And in doing that, I have learned to stop beating myself up, and I'm learning to give myself grace. But I felt like we missed out on so many valuable years where her foundation could be built. So now at 14, I'm seeing the result that I would see with some of the students that I would help as an instructional aide. So that's the purpose of my school. That's the purpose of me selling Mary Kay, to take the proceeds, in all honesty, all the proceeds, to go to my school. Yeah, I may have to pay for gas here and there to supply my clients and customers their stuff, but it's going to be going for a good cause. And in case you're wondering, this is the semi-matte stiletto red lipstick by Mary Kay, and it went on very smooth, I must say. It's a gel foundation to the lipstick, and we have I have a recommendation for you if you are interested in this color. But we have something called the satin lips, which I noticed in applying, especially with red, because it's a poignant color. It's gonna bring out every imperfection, just like when you put on that foundation. If your skin ain't right, you gotta wipe it off and start all over, especially if you got dry, flaky skin like me. I've had to reapply foundations before. With a full face, had to start all over from the foundation and scrubbing my face really good. We got a product for that too. However, but just on the lips, using, if I wear this again, which I will apply our satin lips scrub first to smooth out my lips. I don't have a lip primer, which with any makeup, you need a primer. Why? Because it sets it so you can see the full luster of whatever the product is that you're wearing. So for me, it would be because I don't have a primer, the satin lips the satin lips comes with like a lip gloss that you put on your lip afterwards. So that would act as my primer, and then I would apply my stiletto red lipstick or the lip glosses that they sell, which are very good. They apply very well. And one thing I want to say too, their products smell so good. I don't know if it's the smell or the way the products go on. I just love it. And I'm not really a makeup person, but my alter ego, Olivia Pope, is kind of coming out a little bit, But anyways, yes. So sorry for last week not having a video up, but like I said, we were traveling to bury my grandmother, and I'm starting to get back on track with everything. One last thing I want to leave you guys with, and like I said, it's not going to be super long, is I took this Strength Finders test by Gallup. Gallup is the test, the company. The test itself is called the Clifton Strength Finders test. I highly recommend, if any of you are stuck in a rut, don't know, got ambitions and different things like that, but you just need some direction, and you got a strength here, strength there, or you don't know what your strengths are, highly recommend you take it. And they have a $19 one. You don't need to purchase the big long one because you'll get overwhelmed with it, but just focus on the first 5 that they say are your strengths and go from there. I took the test today, and it was very eye-opening on a lot of things that I knew about myself, but kind of going through it with a friend, got the reassurance that, okay, I do have this. It may look crazy, but I got it together. Now I know how to structure it to get it all in line and have things look how I feel they should. But anyways, that's my little video for this week. Hope you guys have an amazing week. Learn something new this week and be blessed.